It was a stormy night when Javier realized that his life was about to change forever. He had been married to Aylana for almost a decade, but after a long legal battle, their marriage came to an end. Aylana had left his life, but something strange started happening in the past few days, something he couldn't explain. Javier began experiencing strange occurrences in his house, inexplicable noises, doors closing by themselves, and shadows sliding through the hallways. For days, he thought maybe he was imagining things, that the stress of life after the divorce was affecting him more than he realized. However, one night, when he was alone in the living room, something happened that he could no longer ignore. He was sitting on the sofa watching a movie when he suddenly heard a whisper behind him. A soft whisper, but clear, calling his name. Javier. He looked back, but no one was there. Only the sound of rain tapping against the windows. He thought it was his imagination, but instantly, the whisper came again, louder this time, as if it was right in his ear. Javier. I'm watching you. It was Eleanor's voice. Javier jumped up, his heart pounding in his chest. He started walking around the house, searching for a logical explanation. The lights flickered, and the air grew heavy. He felt a chill run down his spine. At that moment, he remembered something he had heard on a radio program years ago. The spirits of those who have been betrayed, or whose love has been broken, may remain in this plane, seeking revenge. He recalled how Aylana had always been jealous and controlling, and how their relationship ended in a spiral of resentment. Could it be that her spirit was still here, seeking revenge for being abandoned by him? He wasn't sure what was happening, but he knew he had to do something. He decided to contact a medium, someone who could help him understand what was going on. The medium, an elderly woman named Rosa, arrived at his house one rainy afternoon with a serious expression on her face. "What you're experiencing is not normal," Rosa said as she entered the living room. "Aylana is here, but not in the way you think. She's seeking something. Revenge, justice, or perhaps peace. But what she needs most is for you to release her." Javier felt dizzy. The idea that his ex-wife's spirit was haunting him genuinely terrified him. Rosa continued, "You need to face your past, Javier. You need to talk to her, resolve what was left unsaid. Only then will she find peace." That same night, Javier summoned all his courage and decided to do what Rosa had suggested. He sat in the same room where he had heard Eleanor's voice, breathing deeply as he tried to calm his mind. Suddenly, the temperature in the room dropped sharply, and he saw the lights flicker. A cold wind swept through the room, and then he saw her, a spectral figure, floating in the corner of the room. It was Aylana. "Why are you haunting me?" Javier asked, his voice trembling. "Why don't you leave?" Eleanor's spirit stared at him, her empty eyes filled with sorrow and rage. "You left me, Javier. You left me when I needed you the most. You promised you would always be by my side, but you abandoned me. Now I cannot rest, because you still live, while I am nothing but an echo of what we once were." Javier felt an invisible pressure on his chest, as if something unseen was crushing him. "I'm sorry, Aylana. I didn't mean to. I was lost, didn't know what to do, and I let everything fall apart. But I promise I never wanted to hurt you." Eleanor's figure began to fade, but before she disappeared completely, her lips formed one final word: "Love me again." At that moment, the pressure lifted. Javier fell to his knees, exhausted. He had spoken to her, he had resolved what was left unsaid in his heart. But what became clear to him was that something had changed within him. He no longer felt afraid. Aylana had gotten what she needed: recognition, understanding, forgiveness. From that day on, the strange occurrences in Javier's house ceased. He no longer heard whispers or felt strange presences. However, every night, when he lay in bed, he felt an inexplicable calm, as though Eleanor's spirit had found the peace she was searching for. He, too, in some way, had found his own peace. But he would never forget that experience. The shadows of his past were still there, reminding him that some wounds don't heal as easily, and that love, when lost, can drag us farther than we imagine.